to welcome the leader of the BNP, Nick Griffith.
Today, Jerusalem has become an official anthem for the British National Party.
We talk about identity and the duty to preserve and enhance the identity of our own people. My primary identity, quite simply, is there. That's the thing.
I think the BNP would like to exploit English nationalism. They'd like it to be based on fear. But even they are stuck for an English song to sing. There's so few songs that actually mention England. So they light on Blake's Jerusalem as well. But I think most of us were appalled when we saw that. That song doesn't belong to them whatsoever. Let them have the Union Jack. Let them have that imperialist ideology. The England we're talking about doesn't yet exist. Remember, Blake's saying to us, together we will build Jerusalem in this green and pleasant land. It's aspirational. I don't think the BNP share those aspirations.
Now it's time to build a brighter day.
The BNP sing Jerusalem, they shouldn't. Their philosophy, their ideology is built on hatred. It's built on hating other people and hating other people's cultures. Where I don't think you see that at all in Jerusalem. That's very important for everyone who is patriotic to reclaim Jerusalem as an anthem from the far right who seek to exploit it, because it isn't about hating other people, and they are.
An attempt to reclaim Jerusalem from the far right in the BNP began on the football terraces. In the year 2000, pop group Fat Les recorded a new version of Jerusalem as the official England football anthem for the European Cup tournament.
I was always very, very conscious that the right claimed ownership to this song, and I know that the BNP used it, of course. And that, of course, that was part of our thinking, was to take it away from them. The two aspects of contemporary English culture that so annoy the right wing and the BNP and the National Front in particular are black people and gay people. So what better to really get up their noses and to say we're having this back than to use a gospel choir and to use the London All Gay Male Choir. Brilliant. You know, but you're saying other people love this.
It was very important to be involved in something that was against racism and fascism. When I sing Jerusalem, it reminds me that I'm British, I belong here. You know, there's no other place on this earth, really, where I could feel that same sort of sense of belonging. As much as my roots are in the Caribbean and further back Africa, you know, I go to the Caribbean on holiday and I'm a tourist, you know, but here, this is home.
I'm very proud to be associated, to say that I am British and I live here and I love being British. I love England. It is my home, and therefore I have the same sense of belonging to when I sing it.
I remember once I was at a motorway service station, parked the car, and all of a sudden there was this very loud car came. It was draped in the St George's flags. There was noise blaring, and I thought, oh no, what have we got here? And then out of this car got a group of people who were all Asian. And I suddenly thought, yes, they're delighted to be English. They want England to win the World Cup, and they want to do it with gusto. And if they can do it, then I can do it. I can stick a St George's flag up and say, yes, I'm English, because they're English. We're all English.
If I was being totally honest with you, I'd say Jerusalem is the one time when I actually do feel pride, capital P pride, in being English. There's something great about Parry's tune, but more importantly, aspirational about Blake's lyrics, what he talks about making a better world, a better society in England. It's one of those things that I do want to stand up and sing, and I do get all of it, you know, a bit emotional about the idea of what England, not what England is, but what England could be. And I think that's the important thing about Jerusalem. It's all about what we could achieve if only we tried.
From football terraces to women's institutes, public schools to nudist camps, its power to unite people around a sense of Englishness has led many to suggest perhaps the time has come for Jerusalem to take its rightful place as England's national anthem.
I think Jerusalem is probably the best contender to be the English national anthem. We haven't got a national anthem. The Scots have got a national anthem, the Welsh have got a national anthem, but why shouldn't we have an English national anthem? Why shouldn't we have an English identity? Why should we have to defend it? It isn't about hating other peoples or their cultures, it's about loving our own. And if we can have one day a year when we can have St George's Day and we can sing Jerusalem and songs like that, why not? Why the hell not?
Land of Hope and Glory is jingoistic. It's very rousing, and like everybody else, I roar and sing it with the best of them. But it hasn't got the same power behind it. It hasn't got the same strength behind it.
It's the words. It's the words of Jerusalem that are so
moving.
important and so moving.
So important.
I always thought as a child Jerusalem was our national song, and it took me... I was really disappointed, I remember, when I found out that it wasn't.
The national anthem is such an awful piece of music. If you're a musician, if you're a lover of language, it's a total embarrassment. It's nowhere. So Jerusalem comes in because people think, well, here's quality. Quality. You can never do without quality in this life. And in music, quality really matters.
So, you know, bring on Blake, cue Hubert Parry. Let's all stand up and sing.
And did those feet in ancient times
walk upon England's mountains green?
And was the Holy Lamb of God
on England's pleasant pastures seen?
And did the countenance divine
shine forth upon our clouded hills?
And was Jerusalem builded here
amongst these dark satanic mills?
Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear, all clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant
Well, that was high. That was Basil's fault, you know. He put it right